Hey fellas, Resident Evil 4 Remake is releasing very soon. I'm probably gonna grab it on a sale, but I am excited. I've never played the original game and I've heard that it's the second best in the series, just behind Resident Evil Gaiden.
And Leon makes this face for some reason.
So I can't speak too much on the new remake because I haven't played it yet. However, I can laugh about a bad review of the game, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I've embraced my channel becoming a place to review reviews. I'm a trash take connoisseur. I can sniff out a doo-doo review from a mile away, and I've happened to discover this one about the RE4 Remake. It's published by a site called Engadget, which I know nothing about, except that they seem to primarily cover technology and gaming related news, so I would expect them to be good at reviewing these things, right? The review was written by Jessica Condit. I checked out her previous articles and she seems to be an actually decent journalist, so I don't have anything more to say on her. Shout out to Jessica, she's the first journalist I've covered that I can't shit on for her previous posts. She's unshittable. So, a little bit of backstory. I found this review through Twitter and was intrigued by the caption, which states that Resident Evil 4 is a half step backwards for Capcom remakes, which struck me as being kind of weird. I mean, this remake seems to be getting so much praise. This was the first negative review I've seen. This bad boy got a 94 on Metacritic, and it also got the Metacritic Badge of Honor, so the question I had was this game associated with an evil anime antagonist? I was getting PTSD back to the Hogwarts Legacy release. Turns out though that this review is much more lighthearted and funny, so let's take a look-see at a few parts of this review that put a grin on my face. Gave me the giggles even. So the review begins by mentioning some actual criticisms of the game, which sure, if you have actual technical issues with the game, I can't really speak on them because I've not played the game. The part that first stood out to me though was Leon constantly feels underpowered, unable to evade basic attacks or reliably land a shot. Can you spot anything wrong here? Yep, you got it. The reviewer has a skill issue. Now, there have been reviewers with skill issues in the past. In 2016, a little fella called Dean attempted to review a cute platformer by the name of Cuphead. Look at this flower. Isn't Mother Nature just beautiful? Unfortunately, Dean wasn't able to take the heat, and so he released the infamous Cuphead review. He played the game for 26 minutes, cried that it was unfair, and called it a review. Well, guess what, Dean? You just have a skill issue. Another similar thing was when Polygon released a 30-minute hands-on preview of Doom 2016. That video still gives me nightmares, and not because of the scary demon boys, but because of how abysmal the person playing the game was at FPS games. He played like a lobotomy patient. I mean, Jesus Christ, will you just look at this gameplay? You give a chimpanzee that controller, it'll kill those demons 10 times quicker than this person playing. But I'm getting sidetracked. Like I said, I've been having nightmares about the Doom gameplay and just needed someone to talk to about it. I appreciate you for being my therapist. I'm glad to have gotten it off of my chest. Here's another part I found funny. I died a few times while trying to defeat Mendez, and that's when Capcom pranked me. I was playing on standard, and during my Mendez death screens, the game started prompting me to turn on assisted mode, the lowest difficulty setting. I generally don't do this during reviews, but a dozen infuriating attempts later and I relented, pressing OK without reading the fine print. Assisted mode makes the game incredibly forgiving, and I easily defeated Mendez in the following run. Now, I don't know who this Mendez guy is. I just found it funny that this person is literally bad at the game. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong and Mendez is actually a hard boss. Also, I can't hear the tone of the reviewer here, but it kind of sounds like they're complaining about how assisted mode is easy. What exactly did you expect to happen? Did you think that you were turning on easy mode for Mendez and that he'd be able to defeat you easier? I don't get it. Like, you just give him God mode and turn up his damage multiplier? Obviously, the assisted mode will assist you, not him. Leon's bullets routinely hit their targets without dealing damage. Have you perhaps stopped to think that you've been shooting the air and missing your enemies? His movements are clumsy and his new parry ability is only semi-functional. Now I didn't want to do this, but you forced my hand. Whilst I was reading your review, I began to wonder, hey, maybe they're right. Maybe the game is difficult and clunky. I haven't played it, I wouldn't know, but then I saw this clip.
Por favor! Oh, you're being an asshole this time.
Honestly, I think it's time for you to hang up your hat, bury your keyboard, and retire from gaming forever. There's no hope for you, I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This was all in good fun. I don't have a problem with this review just yet. I found it funny and wanted to share it with you guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. See ya.
Pirates on the boat, pirates on the boat, pirates on the fucking boat, pirates on the boat.